माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव जे उत्पत्ति स्थिति लय करे वेदो स्तुति उच्चरे जे नारोम सुछिद्रमा अणुसमा ब्रह्मांड कोटि फरे माया काळ रवि शशि सुरगणो आज्ञान लोपे क्षण एवाक्षरधामनाधिपति श्री स्वामी नारायण जनियमृतवाणी तो वही रही साक्षात् महिमा रूपे जेनी ब्राह्मी स्थिति अहोलिन करे सुभव्य अक्षर पदे शरणागत निजल्प जीव सहुना श्रेयार्थ तत्पर रहे काका स्नेहल सिंधु दिव्य विमुने हयो तो वंदन करे। सजानंद स्वामी महाराजनी जय। सर्वे गुणातीत स्वरूपोनी जय जय जय। प्रगट ब्रह्म स्वरूप काकाजी महाराज, पप्पाजी महाराज, स्नेहल सिंधु दिव्य बंधु शताब्दी पर्व महोत्सवनी जय जय जय। प्रगट ब्रह्म स्वरूप हरिप्रसाद स्वामी महाराजनी जय जय जय। प्रगट ब्रह्म स्वरूप जसभाई साहेब सर्व सुहृदम पर्व महोत्सवनी जय जय जय। आज के आनंद की जय जय जय। सदगुरुदेव की जय जय जय। सब गुणातीत स्वरूपों की जय जय जय। आज पिंटू भाई ने बताया ऐसा संडे, today is April 19th, 2015, and also according to our Indian calendar, today is the Baisakhi, first day of month of Baisakh. In our Hindu calendar, there are three ways the calendar is counted. One is by today, the month of Vaisakh, and second one is by the month of Kartik, Diwali time, and third one is by the month of Chaitra. So in our India, there are three different calendar systems. So this is one system in northern part of India, and in even south and other area also, they are using this as a first of the year, Vaisakhi. And Friday, our Rajubhai and Simaben and Hamna, Bedikara Kavya and Dev, they all came together with our Parthbhai's parents, and they came, and just Rajubhai was saying that their son was dehydrated. Just day before, he was going to fly here, and he had diarrhea and all that. So they had given him medications and other thing, but when they came here, they were not able to come on Friday Sabha because it was all jet lag and all, sickness in the family and all that. But today they came and they are very happy. So what a good occasion that you come and you have a laddu in your hand. This Mapuja is more than a laddu, right? So, તમે અહીં આવ્યા અને સરસ જો મહાપૂજાના અંદર સરસ લાભ મળ્યો. મહાપૂજાની અંદર whatever we remember, whatever we pray, and keep it repeated even when we are not here, when we are at home, and day after day, then this Mahapuja is alive, in our mind. આપણે આ મહાપૂજાને આપણી બનાવવી હોય તો એને કાયમ યાદ કરવાની. પિન્ટુભાઈએ સરસ કેવી મહાપૂજા આપણને માટે કરી, આપણા માટે પ્રાર્થના કરી. સો એવી મહાપૂજાના ફળ રૂપે પછી આપણા પ્રારબ્ધ હોય એ હટી જાય. વોટ એવર ઇઝ હર્ડલ ઇન અવર future activities, in our pathway, that gets removed, Think of this America, that how great the highways are today, You have not traveled a lot yet, but those who have traveled all over America, they have all the highway systems and very well, established, All the highways running east and west, they are odd, even number, 2, 4, 6, 8. All the highways running north and south, they are odd number, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. All these highways going around, they have number like 2, and if the highway number is 65, then it's 265, 465, 665, 865. If it is going through the city, then it is 165, 365. Very nice way, established system, right? Highway system. But can you imagine if you would have been here 300 years ago in this country? Huh? Rasta bhi nahi. No, lot of jungles and woods, and red Indians, So, a system is established now. Same way, this Mahapuja establishes our highway of our progress, And then our journey becomes smooth, So, our Rajubai is waiting for H1 lottery result to come in middle of May. I don't know how many of you know, but this American government is very nice, They are inviting a lot of people from all over the country, the talents and the brains. And I was part of that back in 1966. I came here, And I came here only for 1 year study and then go back. And I'm still here from 1966 because a lot of freedom, a lot of good things, a lot of amenities, and those things are, touching to everybody. Even I had heard, that from Gujarat, there were some young boys of very wealthy businessman's family. They have come on an illegal basis in this country back in 70s and 80s. And they stayed here, They did not go back. They remained illegal. And they were waiting for government to give them green card, on some programs, Every 4 years when there is election, they have programs to let some of the illegals become legal, And during that time, they were washing the dishes in the restaurant, Our Pankaj Bhai is the witness of that, He had restaurant, They would come there and do this labor job, At their home, they would have servants, doing their dishes. They would not even pick up from that table, dining table, Servants will pick it up, And here, they are doing their labor job and sweeping the floor and don't want to go back. Their parents would say that come here, we have nice business. You would have car, you would have servants, all that. And they say, no, I like here. So there is some charm, maybe in this country, I guess. Besides all these issues and problems. But anyhow, our system is in the satsang also made up so that our problems are removed, and our chart and pathway becomes easier. And this Mahapuja is one of them, And our Rajubai is wanting to get the H1 application, approved. Now every year they have quota for 65,000 people to give this H1 visa to come and work here, And nowadays the applicants are over 200,000. Only 65,000 seats available, but those who want to come here are over 200,000. So how to handle that? Who to give? First come, first served? Middle come, first served? Last come, first served, How do you set that? So they believe in gambling, So they say, okay, we will have a lottery system. You gamble, you put your money and whatever to apply for H1, and we will draw randomly, and whoever name comes will be the 65,000 candidates out of all these candidates. No bar on country, no bar on your education, no bar on your age or nothing, just whoever comes, first 65,000 will be the candidates. And then out of 65,000 who do not want to come again, then they go back further, and get little bit more, to fill up the gap, So our Raju Bhai is wanting his name in that 65,000 count. And this is the Mahapuja for that, prayer for that. So we are praying, that whatever is best for you, would happen. He is happy in India also. He has developed some special programs on the stock markets, how to make more money and get smarter than the others. But his issues are, that not big organizations are buying his program, Small organizations are buying, medium-sized organizations buying. And they are putting the conditions on him that, okay, if we buy, then you don't sell to others, Then how much money he would make out of them, So these are the issues, But there is always a way to out, right? So we pray for whatever is best for our Raju Bhai and the whole family, Our Raju Bhai and his parents, they are from long time in our satsang, from Kakaji's time, And I have seen Raju Bhai like his sons, when he was young like that, So we are very happy to see whole family here, and we are waiting for Dev to wake up and talk to Pintu Bhai, Right now, he just went in samadhi, All of us, we were awake, but he went in samadhi, Mahapuja worked for him. Also our Prashant Bhai and Kusum Ben, they are related with our Naina Ben, Naina Ben is Kusum Ben's bhabhi, right? Tame ena nadan cho. So our Prashant Bhai's sister, we are seeing her in even Skype. They are in India, Your sister-in-law, your brother's wife, right? Your brother's wife, So I saw her also in the Skype, over there. And she is stricken with, the well-known mystery of the world today, cancer, And there are so many techniques and methods, medicines and doctors and hospitals are trying to, capture, I work for a pharmaceutical company, Abbott Laboratories, and now it is split into two, which is AbbVie, another, which is pharmaceutical side, and I work for there, and they are doing a lot of research also, and they are coming up with some nice, medications to treat some particular types of cancers, and, it's win-win, if they make it, then they make money, and patients get recovered, so it's helpful, And they are using different ways and techniques. Yesterday I was talking to one of our devotee, he is in Virginia or somewhere, that he had a esophagus cancer, And his son is in the medical school, so he, wanted to help him in a better way, a special way, So when they recognize that he has a cancer, normally the way it is that they first operate, cut the stomach, remove the cancerous part, put the, stomach back, and now they put the chemotherapy and radiation treatment, right? But the problem they have found with that when the cancer is in a swelling mode, it is very big in shape, And when you cut it out, there is a chance that some cancer cells will move out, and go somewhere else and again grow. Second thing is that after doing this operation, people will be weak and sick for a long time, 2, 3, 4 weeks, And then they give the chemotherapy, will make them more sicker, And they would get complications and they may even not survive, they may die. Radiation is also same way, it could hurt, people when they are already operated and sick. So now that our friend was telling that his son reversed that procedure for him. First they gave him chemotherapy and radiation and shrunk this cancer part and made these dead cells, of that tumor, Then they went and operated and removed this small part. And now he says that there is no trace of cancer part in his body. That's another, advancement. But there are so many reasons why cancer happens, And among them, there are some good reasons also why cancer happens. But we don't like the word cancer, When we hear cancer, we say our passport is cancelled, to this earth, right? But there are some positive reasons also why cancer is happening. I don't have, time for here to explain, but you may have read in the, medical journals also, that it is the body's system to survive for longer, And when the cells are getting older, they finish their split cycle, Every cell has a clock to split so many times. Normally it is 35 to 40 times it divides, in the whole life, And their timings are different. Brain cells divide very slowly. Our digestive system divide very fast, repair very fast, etc. But when the cell is at the last stage, it's dying. Now nature wants that cell to survive, That cell to become again immortal. And nature is not perfect yet, And the cell becomes the powerful cell and starts eating up all the energy and food from the body, and becomes the tumor, So one day, after maybe 1,000,000 years or more maybe, we will find out that our body is now immortal, But until then we have to wait, I was reading another article that nowadays they have found a medication and ways to eat and, be healthy, that you can be 1,000 years old. You can live for 1,000 years, Nobody has lived yet, but they say that you can live, So these are all these things, coming up by science, Now also we heard, that before, if they want to do the heart operation, heart transplant, it has to be the live heart from the patient, to give you the transplant, Now in Australia they have found that even somebody is dead, but in few hours of time, they can still take that heart out and give it to the other patient, and patient will live longer, So now the dead hearts are also becoming, available, to survive, So now they would find some other dead liver, dead kidney, dead eyes, and all those transplants, slowly they would learn into that. And now the waiting period will be less, because now you have more availability, So science is doing its part, And then my friend was telling me, that there is a side of God and there is a side of science, And he says that we have to, thank science also. That is also helping, besides God, So I was just telling him that, but think about that, Even science is also part of God, God is giving them this vision to learn all that and advance that, So ultimately it is God, There are no two divisions, that one division is science and one division is God, But today world is fighting, over the two things, that which one is right, science or religion, But in our thinking, God is above all this, So that's our prayer here, Second thing, Amara, Prashant Bhai and, Kusumben, they have come here for the prayer of his sister-in-law. And she is in India, and right now she is, watching all this. And we are doing prayer. And thank you to Naina Ben, that Naina Ben must have talked to, Kusumben, and she was interested. Few days ago, she called me, Wednesday or Thursday, કે તમારે ત્યાં મહાપૂજામાં નામ તો લખાઈ ગયા છે, તો અમારે કેવી રીતનું આવે? મેં કહું તમારા નામમાં અમારું નામ મૂકીશું, તમારું નામ મૂકીશું, We will add your name, We are flexible. The prayer is for everybody, And it's not that just only 4 or 5 people are sitting here. It is Mahapuja and prayer for them. For everybody who is here, it is same way Mahapuja. Or everybody who is watching on our Ustream or video, for them also it is same. The power of vibration works no matter where you are. The condition is that don't think negative. Think positive. But our mind is not in our control, Even we have $1 million lottery in our hand, we would say that what if thief comes and takes away, अरे भाई आया है उसको तो देखो, चोर की चिंता क्यों करते हो अभी, But that is our doubtful mind, So doubtful mind perishes, So Sansaya Atma Vinashyati, that is in Sanskrit, in Gita, Krishna Bhagavan has said. So on this day, let me read a little nice message from our master, Papaji, He says that if we believe a member of Gunati Samaj with the slightest sabandh to be innocent and controlled by the Lord, then we too will become innocent and pure. Each and every moment, the Supreme Lord controls the fate, prarabdhas, of every member of the Gunatit Samaj. Thus, we should believe and accept them to be absolutely innocent. That is, to acknowledge that the devotee is controlled by Brahma, Brahmi Shakti. That is, the Lord is utilizing his prarabdhas to free him from them and to purify him. Whatever the Lord does is for the best. We should believe this earnestly and then ask the Lord, Lord, how should I serve you in this instance? Whenever any scenario, any dilemma, any problem comes, rather than focusing on problem, we should focus on God and say that what should I do in this situation? What is my duty? Then act as inspired by the Lord. If we apply this principle in our lives, then we will become innocent, nirdosh. That is, we will be able to accept the Lord as the Almighty Controller, one who plans, initiates, and controls all incidents and inspires everyone. So that is the message from our Gurudev, Papaji. So today, on this occasion, let us all be believer rather than Shraddhalu Nastik. There is another level, that we are faithful. That's why we have come here, But then, if we don't have Shraddha inside, if we have a doubtful mind, then it will not work, Our Gurudev Kakaji went one time in Saurashtra, Kathiawad area, and they had no rain for many weeks, during the monsoon season. So they had invited Kakaji for prayer, So Kakaji went there, and there was group of maybe hundreds of people, for prayer. So Kakaji asked them the question, that I don't see any faithfulness in you who have come here for prayer. So they were all surprised that we have come here and you are saying we are not faithful. So he says, I don't see any umbrella that you have brought with you, that after the prayer, the rain will come, That is the logical mind, right? So we don't want to have that kind of doubtful mind. So listen to our Pindu Bhai completes his Mahapuja, listen to the other discourses, and firm up the faith, That will make the impossible task possible. And it has happened. So many of our devotees' life, they have come to satsang and they have experiences that impossible things have happened possible. How? It's mystery, But coming here, doing dhoon and prayer, it has happened, That is all what we can say, What is not happened, we may think that why it did not happen. But it may have not happened for a good purpose, That is all we would say, So that is our understanding, our Gunatit Samjana. Sajanand Swami Maharaj ni Jai, Jai, Jai.